Welcome to class 7. In the last class, we already completed the debug process of a program. And now in this class, we will implement some trend filtration system because our system is purely based on trend. There are different type of market. For example, here you can see on the screen, in the start, the price is not going up or down. It is something like a ranging, and then price goes up, and from here again, price in a range, and from here price goes up. Overall, if we take a look on as a big picture, this is an uptrend. But for a short period of time, such as from here to here, it was in a range. And here it may take some wrong trades or maybe confused because price going down, and it may think the price is in sell trend and it open sell trade, but it make a loss or hit as sell. To avoid these losing trades, it is important to add some higher time frame filtrations, not just rely on the small time frame. For an intraday trading, mostly I use 5 minute or 15 minute. Right now I am on the 15-minute time frame chart, and to avoid this situation, I will implement a trend filtration on higher time frame, such as on a 4 hour or a 1 day time frame. But at the moment, I will implement moving average, and the moving average will be used as the trend filtration on the higher time frame. And so I will simply go to the Gemini, and here I will write this only take M15 long crossovers if price is above the day 1 200 EMA. This is not a final prompt. I will write my rough idea, and then I will ask Gemini to refine to write the proper prompt, and then I will copy that prompt to our MQ5 developer agent, which we are using in the Gemini. So here let me write my rough idea. Okay, so that's it. I will simply click on the submit button, and it will start writing the final prompt. Most of the time it takes time because I am using the pro version. Okay, so finally it just write all these long text, the prompt, and here it shows act as an expert quantitative developer, something like that. We don't need these lines, so I will write here that we are already working with the gem, so it will be an upgrade. It will be an upgrade. I already have and gem working, rewrite, and that's it. I will simply click next, and it will refine this final prompt, so it will continue upgrading some existing EA. And now here it says got it, since you already have a working script, and just okay again it just mentioned the act, the task. Here is the main part of this prompt. Okay, the upgrade logic to implement this. Here is the main part. The fast MA and slow MA, we already developed this. Most of the time, the AI response is not good. At this time, this prompt is not a good prompt, so it is better. So if I simply go here to the Gemini, and here I will say the same word in simple words like this. Okay, so here I just write my own prompt. It is just a rough idea. So I will simply click submit, and it will start adding and upgrading the existing EA. And one more important thing is you must never click on answer now button. If you click on this button, it will simply jump, and it will skip the research or ongoing task or any verification process. It will skip everything and just will show you the final result. And here is the skeptical analysis. Adding a multi-time frame moving average filter is a classic institutional technique, but it is introduced one of the most dangerous edge cases in algorithmic trading: time series desynchronization. Here is the input trend MA time frame and input trend MA period. Yes, that will work. So it's architecture A and architecture B. In the B, it just use string symbol type and everything. So let's see which method is preferred. So I strongly select V. Okay, so the most important thing is here, it will add an option so a user can turn it on and off as we are working with the ADX and the ATR. Yes, totally, it's fine. I will simply say the plan is approved. So it just completed the upgradation process. Now I will simply copy paste this code into the metacode language editor. I will click here, copy code here. Again, I need to note these lines. So here are total 382 lines of code. I will control A, delete everything, control V, and then click on the style page, and here are 432. This means there are some lines of code added in this EA. I will simply click on compile, and great, there is no error, no warning. Everything looks perfectly at the time of compilation. So now let's move to the MT5, and here double click on this gap to open the settings, and here are these settings. Here is the logging system. I can select multiple options like heavy, trade, critical, failures, and absolute silence. At this time, I will select heavy diagnostic tracking, and here it just gave me option to turn it on and off. The second one, ADX, on and off, on and off. So it is just added. Simply click OK. And one important thing we are missing in our every class, and from now we will start testing our EA step by step. After every upgrade, we will test our EA, verify the results, and then continue to the next step. To test our EA, I just need to go here in the MetaTrader 5, go to view and select navigator. From navigator, I need to move here like expert advisor, and here is my EA MA cross first project. Right click on it and simply click test button. When click on the text button, so from here I will select the pair gold at this time in the Forex, or maybe in the metals gold. Here I will select the 5-minute time frame. That's perfect for intraday trading. Instead of last year, I will simply select the custom period. Here I will select today. The start date must be lower than the final date. I will simply select one. So it is almost a month, and here in the forward I will select no. Everything will be same, zero latency, ideal execution. Instead of ideal execution, I will select 200 manually. Okay, I will drag and drop, and here the 100, but instead of 100 I will manually write 200 ms as the delay. And the next every take is fine at the moment, but it is highly recommended to use every take based on real takes. Here I could select the balance, on how much balance I want to use it. I want to use it on my $1,000 account with the leverage of 500, and at this moment the optimization is set to disable. That's it. In the visual mode, yes, I want to see everything in the visual mode. After setting up these things, I will go here in the input settings. Here you can set the settings that you want to test. At the moment it may be confusing for you because of these start, step, and stop. At the moment, leave it. In the next classes we will discover everything related to a tester. Right now I will go with the heavy diagnosis. Instead of fix, I will select dynamic risk, and in the dynamic risk 1% risk of every trade. In the first 10 and the 20, true, and here true and true, and the here stop loss, take profit, and expert magic. Okay, so I will simply click start. It will download the history. It may take few minutes. It totally depends on the internet connection, speed of internet. So now let's wait for it to complete. Once it complete, it will open another new window, that is a strategy tester window. On that window, the EA will start working on the history data. So finally the history is downloaded. Click again on the start, and it will open another window to test it. From here on the top, I can control the tester, the simulator. Here I can select the bar type. I will go with the candles. From here I can select the chart type like zoom size, and from here I can start and stop and pause. With this bar I can control the speed of this tester. Let it continue. Here I go speed high, speed slow. So at the moment I will go with this one here, and from here I can like step by step. Okay, so here you can see with the space button I can stop it and start it. And here on the chart we have a 20 moving average, a 10 moving average, and ADX and ATR. And here on the daily time frame we have this moving average. Okay, so you can see this will be used as a filtration. So at this time it must open only buy trade and not open sell trade. I will go to the history tab and I will see it open buy trade, and this one is not a sell trade, this is a closing of the trade. When a trade is open, a buy trade open, it will say buy open, and when you will close the buy trade, this means you sell that trade. It will show here the sell. And when you open a sell trade, it will show here a sell trade is open, and when you close the sell trade, it will show buying of the sell instead of close. It just use the opposite direction word. And here in the history you can also see the TBL SMA buy trade and why this trade is closed. This trade is closed with the SL at this price and it make a loss. And to see how much it make loss or profit, right click on it and click on deals. When you click on deals, you will see buy in, sell means out, and how much make loss, minus $10 is in the loss. So let it run, let's see how much it perform. And here again it open another buy trade. Here is the first trade, the second, the third trade, and here below you can see the profitability of this strategy. Already we are in some profit. Let it run for some time. Let me make it bigger. So when cross upside, it open a buy trade, but when it cross downward, it not open buy trade because it is not below the 200 moving average on the 1 day time frame. Okay, once the price goes down below this moving average, it will start opening sell trade and stop buying. Okay, so let it run for some more time. Here again it open another buy, and here you can see the results. It make a profit or loss or what happened. You can reduce the speed or maybe you can increase the speed. Here are multiple buy and sell signals, but it is not opening a trade because the ADX and ATR filters are active. So what if I turn off every filter? Then it must open buy and sell on every signal. So let's test it. I will simply stop from here and close this window. Go here in the settings. From here I will turn it off, again this one off, and also the ATR will be off. And now it must open buy and sell on every signal. I will just do some settings. Here you see it open a buy trade, it must open a sell trade here, buy trade, a sell trade. So now it is opening buy and sell on every signal. Okay, after all these verifications you need to move on the next upgradation. I hope you understand exactly how you can validate the upgradation, and in the next class we will implement the time session. What if I want to trade only in the New York session? For now that's it. See you soon in the next video. Goodbye.